whenever he was having trouble with Queen Nai, I actually saw him bring out the Brynn. He brought it out against his clanmate Dry when they had to fight against each other in bracket. So I'm looking forward to see whether or not that does well against Pickled here.
And it makes sense. You gain the extra 2 speed from, or 3 speed over Queen Nai, which makes it a lot easier to maneuver around these guns. And it also, instead of getting stuck with Katars, which are forced to be close range when you have slow speed versus a spacing weapon, you get Axe, which has a larger range and is able to fight against guns a little bit more easily. And so far, game's pretty even.
Ooh, nice delight Sarah into Nair, however, even set up completely, and Cake actually trying to take an advantage here. Pickled finds that sidelight, but doesn't get the Ensig. Nice down air, but Cake, ooh, those delight Sarahs hitting once again, still very consistent. And that down sig to try to read a dodge in place does not work out, and he has to recover to the side of the stage. Pickled doesn't have a weapon to punish, though, and bring out an Ensig, gets Sarah. Oh, the weapon toss hits too. Pickled.
Bro.
Ooh, Cake had the opportunity to punish that recovery there, but he didn't. He went for the ground pound, and that side sig not connecting. Both players. Well, okay.
That was actually a really good option because he used a gravity cancel side sig, so he was in the air. Any of the other signatures wouldn't have hit, but he picked the neutral sig, the only one that would have hit in that situation.
It was a really good option, and I feel like Pickled had a lot of time to make it. Like, Brynn's signatures are kind of laggy, and that spear side sig, while it comes out really fast, also hangs out for a while. He kind of like floated in the air there and gave Pickled enough time to go, wait a second, end sig, and that's exactly what he did. But stocks evened up, and Cake taking the lead.
Yeah, his spear is very solid, and it's not something you can ever sleep on because his ability to combo off of spear is very, very good. And we see some more downlight stairs, getting a decent amount of damage. Pickled kind of struggling to return it. There he goes. Double Nair, actually. Getting a ton of damage on the Cake. A dare, Nair, but gets damage taken right back from him.
Ooh, Pickled gets that side sig, gets the kill, and he takes the lead.
Ooh, so far this has been very back and forth, but this is a decent chance to get a bit of a lead on to Cake from Pickledpotatoes. He's sticking with this lance. He seems to be finding a lot more success with this over the guns.
Ooh, nice downer coming out, putting out that GC side sig once again, and it actually leads into a Sarah. Pickled not picking the right option and getting an axe Sarah to the face. Downer comes out, does not hit with Pickled, but that downer will in the recovery. Trying to execute Pickled stock, does not land. Cake struggling to find the moves necessary to kill Pickled here. Tosses that axe aside, actually just tossing what he was carrying Pickled across the stage with weapon throws. That was awesome. He finishes up with a Sarah. Great options from Cake.
Yeah, Cake finding a decent way to kill Pickledpotatoes off there. Pickled wasn't using his dodges early on, and so Cake knew that he would be getting hit by those weapon throws, so he just did like 5 in a row. But so far, he hasn't made any progress on this stock, and Pickled just throws out a side sig. It's over. Pretty large damage lead for him, and he converts it.
Yeah, Pickledpotatoes taking game 1, and Cake showing off some moves on that Brynn, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go over to Queen Nai right afterwards. And Ice Pingu asks for a Teros mirror, please. I doubt we'll see that, but it's a possibility. We're actually going to blind pick now, when we weren't in blind pick before. It's a little odd. So we're going to be finding out what legends they exactly pick, as the Great Hall and King's Pass are banned out from Pickled, and Cake, banning out the remainder of the maps, is looking to go to Blackguard Keep on this Queen Nai. And there's the Teros, so Pickled just switching the Teros game 2 regardless of whether or not he wins or loses.
And Cake actually switches to Queen Nai. So perhaps he anticipated the switch up and was like, yeah, I'm okay with playing Queen Nai versus Teros. Or maybe he just didn't like how his Brynn felt and wants to play his main. It's hard to say.
Nice recovery coming out, however, and Pickled putting out that side light. Trying to do a little bit more. Finds that side light. Cake hitting with the neutral there. Puts out the side sig as well. Nair comes out. Second Nair. Side air as well. Pickledpotatoes putting out that side light, and Cake chase dodges in with this neutral light. Ooh, that is a nice GC side sig, and Pickled almost went into it, but he was patient and waited for it, and a nice side light Nair will put Cake closer to kill percent. These side sigs are not safe anymore. I'm not sure what Cake is doing that. Like, that's like 3 times in a row that he's been punished for throwing out the side sigs. And that end sig actually connecting almost allows Pickledpotato to hit his own end sig, and the recovery actually connects. It's pretty close, regardless of the fact that Pickled's so ahead in damage.
Yeah, so very close game. It looked a little bad for Cake at the beginning, but he managed to find enough damage with his spear combos to make it up. Pickled is in kill percent right now for a Queen Nice signature, but
Ooh.
huge combo coming off of Pickled. Gets a lot of damage on. And another one already brings Cake to orange. Look at how quick that happened.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, dexterity, Ensign connects, but like dexterity is one of the few stats that doesn't really affect the axe too much in regards to what is true and what isn't. And Pickled's really taking advantage of that on the axe, using Teros' huge force stat and just putting on the damage on the Cake. Cake finally finding some bread and butter combos there with the sidelight, D-light, Sair. But other than that, like, ooh, another D-light, Sair. Okay, as I'm saying that, he's kind of bringing back the damage lead the same way that Pickled started out the stock, right? Like, he's got the spear, he's finding his own downlight combos, and now both players are in the orange. And D-light Sair will put him into the lead.
Combo. Those side sigs are pretty scary, but Pickled just maneuvering around all the signatures from Queen 9.
Yeah,
Finding
Cake
a side air.
really needs to mix up those sigs. He's put out like a good 10 side sigs this game, and none of them have hit. They haven't even come close. In fact, they just got him into a damage deficit.
It is very close, however, but Pickled finds the recovery. He is in kill percent for pretty much everything from Cake. The question is, will he get hit by anything? He is spacing out these guitars pretty good so far.
Oh, nice down air, however. Pickled rolling out of the axe. Puts out that dare once more. Neutral light comes out. Cake. Then neutral light goes for the recovery. Kills him off the top.
Read. Good dodge read from Cake. You see how he used the neutral light, and instead of going for the instant recovery, he waits, lets Pickled dodge, and then goes for the recovery.
And that's really good, especially when you have your opponent in kill percent, because it's not necessarily true. It's actually not a true combo at all for Queen Nice guitars. And the fact that he was able to raid out that dodge and get that recovery puts him in a position to possibly win this match. But as we say that, Pickled finding all those axe hits, picks up the guitars, however. That dare hits! That's it! That's it! Wait!
But he used all of his stuff! He's dead first!
Oh no!
That's hilarious!